Good evening, folks, and welcome to the final game of our Friday triple header. We are here at the Alberta Dome, home of the Edmonton Dinos, as they welcome in the America Division leading Detroit Trappers to town. As the Trappers look to take the league lead for points with a win here tonight against the Dinos. We are at center ice, Lackinen against Durant, and Lackinen able to box him out and win the draw for Detroit. Kovalenko to Lackinen. Now Kovalenko will bring it in. Durant and Kovalenko battle for it there. It'll come on net to Ryan. He will hold right there. Face off now, Durant against Lackinen. After Rye able to hold that puck. Still less than a minute in here at the Alberta Dome in Edmonton. Fans very raucous, excited for a big game here tonight. Durant to the middle of Simonson, to bottom rescue, denied there. And now Simonson with a chance, kicked out. And a penalty coming up here on Edmonton. Lackinen into the middle, Ristolainen can't get a shot through, and it'll be touched up by Edmonton. So a slashing call, trip, against Ricky Durant. So a trip there on Durant, didn't really see a ton, just saw Ristolainen kind of react. So a minute and a half in our first power play here for Detroit. Horn over to Toivonen, shot goes wide. Horn with it behind the cage. To Helm, to Kaba at the point. Kaba's shot gets blocked to the near boards. Toivonen tries to feed it behind the net, and it goes wide of the target. And now Horn with a slap shot. Knocked down by Rye. Puck still in the corner. And now Ward to Toivonen, to Helm on the backhand. Can't get a shot away. Horn tried to get to the middle, and he's denied. And puck will be flipped out by Edmonton. Ward trying to enter the zone, gets it knocked away from him at the blue line. Westerman tries to clear, and he's unable to. Ward to the point to Kaba, now to Horn. Horn down the middle, and it'll be bumped off his stick there, and Alexiev able to clear for Edmonton. Helm to Toivonen, and Toivonen gets blasted there as Rocco Biondi with an enormous hit on the Detroit forward. 20 seconds now left here on the power play. Ward across the red line enters the zone. Ward gets it sticked away. Puck comes behind the cage, still loose. And now Biondi will have it. Try to flip it out in front. Horn with a shot doesn't get through. And now Biondi will hold it, and we are back to 5-on-5 play as Durant joins the play. Durant with a good move to the middle. Back to Simonson. Shot doesn't get through. And now Horn over to Kaba, to Thornburg. Thornburg still with the puck, and then blocker save there by Rye. Olfsson to Sorensen. Sorensen retreats, gets it over to Janovic. Janovic to Sorensen, then he'll turn it over there. Lackinen across the blue line. Lackinen to the middle. Whoa, and a good one-timer there by Kovalenko, and it was denied. And now it looked like interference going to be on Janovic here. Face off here. Edmonton able to win it. Puck cleared all the way down, and now Benny Brock with it. To Thornburg. Thornburg loses it. Filippo Zules with the takeaway. He's now behind the Detroit net, and the shot on net, and it's kicked out by Utkin. Locking in with the slap shot, kicked out by Rye. Campbell able to backhand that one out. Puck brought into the Edmonton zone and it'll get kicked out. Petrovic with the reverse hit there, and now Olsen able to clear. 45 seconds left here on the power play for Detroit. Up to Kovalenko. Kovalenko across the blue line. He'll continue. He'll lose the puck there. O'Zools and Campbell. Koivunen hammered there. And now Edmonton with another good clear. So it looks like they're going to be able to kill this one. O'Zools tried to get to the middle and he's unable to. 4 seconds left here. And another good kill for Edmonton. But Kaba now in. Oh, and he gets it knocked away at the last second by Biondi. O'Zools to Janovic. Janovic puts on the break. Over to Westerman. Westerman can't get a shot through. And another penalty here. Looks like O'Zools is going to be guilty of a trip. Martelli to Kaba. Kaba denied there, and they score. So Francis Coy able to knock in the rebound. There was a delayed call coming up, so they get the extra attacker out there. And Francis Coy, first on the board here for Detroit. Give them a 1-0 lead. A little over 8 minutes gone here in the first. Durant wins it back to Biondi. Biondi pressed up against the boards there. Puck comes free, and Martelli will have it. He's blasted there as we will have a fight. So Francis Coy will jump in against Westerman here. And Coy with a good shot there to knock down Westerman. So they will both head off for 5 minutes. Durant now against Thornburg. And it'll be one back. Biondi will have it. Biondi turns back, gets it over to Durant. Now Simonson. Simonson tried to feed it across ice and picked off by Ignatov. Now Vladimirescu on it. Over to Sorensen. Sorensen with a shot knocked down by Utkin. Sorensen with it behind the cage, flips it out in front. Simonson to Sorensen. Durant to Vladimirescu, denied there. Now Vladimirescu tries to get out in front. Sorensen can't get a shot through. As Utkin will glove it to the side of his own net. Langenberg against Thornburg now. And Thornburg able to win it back. Tiketovic over to Jacobson to Thornburg. Halfway through this first period. Koivunen gets it poked away. Rocco Biondi. And now Ignatov. Taran Ignatov goes to the corner. And a one-timer denied there. Tiketovic with an opportunity. Langenberg able to dig it out for Edmonton, and he'll go on the attack. Tiketovic almost poked away there by Bassani, and now it's up to Ristolainen. Ristolainen to the middle of Laakkonen. Tried to get to the backhand, and it was denied there. Bassani to the red line, and now in. He's hammered there just inside the blue line. Tiketovic across the line. Puts on the brakes. Back to Ristolainen. And it's denied there. Laakkonen with the shot. Can't get it through. Kovalenko to Tiketovic to Jacobson. Kovalenko to Laakkonen. Laakkonen with the shot blockered away by Rye. Bassani with it. Now he'll get it up to Janovic. Laakkonen to the middle. Unable to get the shot through. And now a trip coming here on Detroit. Lexiev to Bassani. Those rules kicked out there by Utkin, and will be touched up finally by Detroit. Sorensen against Markov, and Sorensen. Wolfson to Vladimir Rescue to Simonson. He scores. A good play set up there. And Barney Simonson going to get the goal for Edmonton on the power play. So the Edmonton captain gets the Dinos on the board here. 6.5 left here in the first. All square at 1. Is Vladimir Rescue and Olsen going to get the helpers on the play. Olsen over to Durant. Durant to Vladimir Rescue. Vladimir Rescue to the middle. Shot doesn't get through. Vladimir Rescue over to Simonson. Simonson down low to Durant. Durant up high to Janovic. Vladimir Rescue with the one-timer, and he scores. So Vladimir Rescue fires it past Osip Utkin. Five and a half minutes now here. Sorensen against Helm. Sorensen wins it back to Petrovic. Petrovic up to Campbell. Campbell to Sorensen. And now turned over there. Helm to Thornburg. Thornburg blown up there. And there's another penalty coming against Edmonton. So Campbell going to be guilty there, and another Detroit power play here. They've not been successful on a power play yet. Their goal, though, did come on a delayed call with the 6-on-5 advantage. Extra attacker on the ice. Helm with a shot denied there. Westerman to Kovac. And Kovac will be able to clear. Kaba to Helm. Helm up ahead to Ward. Ward tries to drag through. Gets bumped off the puck there. Westerman now to Alexiev. And Alexiev able to get it out. Helm to Toivonen. Toivonen into the zone. Back to Helm. Helm with the shot doesn't get through. Poke checked out of there by Rye. Helm to Kaba. And then a shot there was denied. Toivonen down low to Helm, and he scores. So Dayton Helm on the power play gets things back to even here in the first place. Shot there by Simonson, doesn't get through. One timer there, denied. Kovalenko tries to get to the middle and it's knocked off his stick. Vladimir Rescue to Simonson. Simonson to the middle. Over to Durant, and a blocker save by Utkin. Puck loose here along the boards. Novoskadachenko away. Lakinen kicked out there. Kaba to Lakinen. Lakinen over to Kovalenko. Kovalenko poked away there. Kept in the zone by Novoskadachenko and then flipped in deep. McCoy now with it. McCoy across the line. He's bumped off the puck. Benny Brock on it. To Kovalenko. Kovalenko loses it there. McCoy to Sorensen. Sorensen to the red line. Now to McCoy. McCoy puts on the brakes over to Janovic. And now Ward. Horn with a shot. Gets blocked. Puck comes on net to Rye. And he will hold right there. 35 seconds left here in the first. All square. 2 apiece between the Trappers and the Dinos here from the Alberta Dome in Edmonton. Face off here, Langenberg against Horn. Ward with a shot, doesn't get through. Janovic now with the puck, he'll get it up to Olofsson. Olofsson puts on the brakes and gets it ahead to Langenberg, who's just onside. Horn to Markov. Markov knocked away there. And Langenberg gets it to the red line, tries to get it deep, and just gets it across the blue line. And that'll end the first period here from the Alberta Dome with a 2-2 game Both teams with a power play goal and an even strength goal here tonight. As we head to the first intermission here from Edmonton. We'll be right back after this quick break.
When your team wins, you win $10 off at Bob's. Bring tonight's ticket to any local Bob's Sporting Goods for a coupon that's good for $10 off your next purchase of $50 or more. Tickets must be redeemed within a week of the game.
All right, folks, we are back here in Edmonton. I am Les Talk. Thank you for joining us here with our final game. Some late night hockey here in Edmonton. Durant against Lackinen as we get ready for the second period. 2's the number of the day right now. Second period, all tied at 2. Kovalenko with a shot gloved by Ryan. He'll hold. Durant against Lackinen. Tied up there. And now Vladimirescu, he's going to be tripped up. Jacobi Ristolainen now will head to the box. Guilty of a trip. Sorensen now will take the draw against Markov. Edmonton 1 of 1 on the power play already tonight. See if they can get a second one. But the faceoff is one out of the zone. Sorensen now into the zone, and then he flips it back out. So 2 kind of poor plays there from Sorensen that allow the puck to exit the zone. Simonson tried to cut through, and he's bumped off the puck by Obuskadachenko. They'll dig away. Sorensen to Simonson. He scores! So almost a similar goal. It comes from a different angle. The pass, but Barney Simonson with another power play goal here tonight, set up by Sorensen and Vladimirescu. Vladimirescu, his 3rd point of the night, with a goal and 2 assists. Ristolainen, who took a penalty moments ago, flips it in. Picked up by Stafford Spears for Edmonton, and he'll be able to skate out of the zone. Ristolainen. We'll go to Ristolainen, now to Lackinen. Lackinen tries to get to the front, and it's poked away there. McCoy unable to get it out of the zone. Obuskadachenko to Lackinen, loses the puck there. Petrovic up to McCoy to Sorensen. Ralph Sorensen into the zone. Sorensen with a chance. Oh, he had an opportunity trying to feed it to Campbell in the middle and couldn't get through. Campbell bumped off the puck there, and Lackinen will have it. Obuskadachenko to Kovalenko. Shot gets blocked. Sorensen ahead to Alexiev. Almost turned over there. Francis Coy with the icebreaker here tonight. There have been 4 goal sends, 3 for Edmonton, 1 for Detroit, for a 3-2 lead for the Dinos. Puck loose there in the neutral zone. And Obuskadachenko will dig it out, get it up to Coy. Francis Coy belted there against the boards. Alexiev away with it. Goes cross ice to Kovac. Yura Kovac across the red line and into the zone. Kovac bumped off the puck there. Down low to Ozuls. Ozuls to the middle. Backhands denied there by Utkin. Ignatov bumped there against Olsen. Janovich loses the puck there to Ward. Behind the net, Thornburg can't get the shot through Olsen. Thornburg to Ignatov. Ignatov loses the puck there, and Langenberg will carry it out of the zone for Edmonton. Poisaris now along the near board. 6 minutes gone here in the second. 3-2 lead for the Dinos on the strength of 2 Barney Simonson power play goals and a 5-on-5 goal by Tudor Vladimirescu. Detroit with goals from Coy and then a power play marker from Dayton Helm in the first. Carolina with the takeaway. He'll get it up to Markov. Markov to the middle of the horn to Ward. Can't step it through Rye. And Jay Ward gets blasted there. Rocco Biondi up ice to Durant. Durant to the red line and in. Puck runs all the way around where Brock will be able to pick it up. Brock over to Markov. Markov to Helm. Helm with the shot doesn't get through. Biondi with it. Off of Biondi up to Vladimirescu. Vladimirescu will flip it in. Puck rims all the way around where Tiketovic will be able to pick it up for Detroit. He'll be pressed there by Simonson. They'll dig away. Tiketovic tries to kick it up the boards, and Jacobson has it, and he's blasted by Vladimirescu. To Helm, who gets double teamed there by a few Dinos. Jacobson up to Helm, and then Helm will flip in. Biondi with it. Rocco Biondi is going to be tripped by Dayton Helm, so another penalty coming up here to Detroit. Edmonton 2 of 2. On the power play tonight, see if they can go 3 of 3 here. Is Biondi going to be tripped there by Helm? Lingenberg against Lackinen. Puck comes free to the far boards where Poisaris will pick it up. Poisaris kicks it down the boards to Langenberg. Langenberg up high to Stafford Spears. He'll skate. And then he'll be pressed there right up against the Edmonton bench. Durant able to keep it in. McCoy with a shot glove by Utkin, and he'll hold right there. Langenberg against Horn. Horn able to win it back. They'll dig away in the corner. Now Detroit will be able to get it out. Stafford Spears to Poisaris. Poisaris ahead to Langenberg. Langenberg now across the blue line. Poisaris with a shot kicked out by Utkin, and he will hold right there. Sorensen against Ristolainen. Sorensen able to win it back. And a glove save there by Utkin. So very close to the halfway point of this game. Edmonton with a 3-2 lead. The underdog here at home. Seeing if they can upset the Detroit Trappers here. Westerman to the point to Petrovic. Now to Vladimirescu. Walks down the boards, and a one-timer there by Sorensen's denied. Simonson looking for a tip out in front, looking for the hat trick. Sorensen against Ristolainen in the dot. Sorensen wins it back to Westerman. Now to Simonson with a shot that goes wide. Vladimirescu to Simonson. Simonson to Vladimirescu. One-timer there by Sorensen, and again denied by Josip Utkin. Sorensen and Ristolainen now. Tied up there, and Brock with the puck, unable to get it out. Ristolainen flipped out. Westerman gets it up ice to Sorensen. Kaba off the boards and out. And with 8 seconds left here, it looks like this power play is going to come to an end. And that'll bring us back. And Simonson. We're back to 5-on-5 play, excuse me. Vladimirescu with a backhand denied there. Vladimirescu tried to stuff it in. Utkin stops there. Durant against Lackinen. Top line out here against top line. And it'll be one away by Detroit. Carolina pressed there by Durant in front of Vladimirescu. And a good stop there by Utkin. Durant in the corner up to Janovic. Back to the point to Olofsson to Simonson. Goes cross ice to Durant. Back to the point to Janovic, and he'll turn it over there. Lackinen up to Kovalenko. Kovalenko gets that puck knocked away, and Campbell will have it. Campbell to Durant. And Durant will flip in. Lackinen pressed again against the boards by Campbell. Puck will come free. Tiketovic will have it. Tiketovic to Ward. Ward over to Lackinen. Lackinen doesn't get through. And no Joel Olofsson. Jay Ward able to get around Olofsson, and then great back check there by Joel Olofsson. Olofsson loses the puck there at the blue line. Puck held in the zone. Simonson to Alexiev, unable to get it through, and Utkin will hold right there. So Vladimirescu, very ginger, back to the bench. So he stays on the bench there. Might just be a stinger there, or working through something on the bench there. We'll see if he comes back. 5:41 left here in the second. Alexiev tried to get a shot through. Ozul's blocked it away. Kappa to Ovaskadachenko. Now Markov. Ilya Markov to the middle. And it was denied there. Looked like Jay Ward with an opportunity. Helm against Ozul's. Helm able to win it back. Kabadov's got Skadachenko now to Toivonen. Toivonen shot goes wide. Thornburg on his backhand. Tried to get it through. Oh, and then a kick save there by Rye. Thornburg with a good opportunity. Ozul's now into the zone. Ozul's to Stafford Spears, the trailer. Shot gets blocked away. And now it's loose in the front, and Utkin able to dive on top of that one. McCoy now against Helm. Excuse me, Sorensen against Helm. Not sure why I thought McCoy was in the dot. Toivonen into the middle to Helm. Kicked out there by Rye. Ovaskadachenko to Helm, and he'll lose the puck there. Campbell now with it for Edmonton. 3.5. Sorensen across the blue line. Sorensen turns back. Looks to get to the middle. It'll be McCoy with a shot knocked away there by Utkin. Helm up ahead to Thornburg. Thornburg to the middle now to Toivonen. Shot comes on net, and Rye will hold right there. Sorensen to Petrovic, and then Horn to the point to Kaba. Ovaskadachenko loses the puck there. Stafford Spears turns back, goes over to McCoy. McCoy into the zone. McCoy turned over to Ward. McCoy with it at the red line. He'll retreat back. McCoy to Langenberg. Langenberg over to Olofsson. Olofsson to Langenberg. Kaba to Markov, knocked away there. Turned over there by Janovic. Langenberg to Bassani. Bassani hammered there by Ovaskadachenko. 15 seconds left here in the second period. 3-2 Edmonton. Ristolainen shot doesn't get through. Durand with 2 and 1. Unable to get a shot away, and that'll bring the second period to an end. Edmonton will enter the third period with a 3-2 lead as we head to our second intermission. Ready for the third right after this. Alrighty, folks, we are ready to go here in the third period from the Alberta Dome in Edmonton. Edmonton entering the period with a 3-2 lead on the America Division leading Detroit Trappers. Oviskatchenko to Ristolainen. Ristolainen to Oviskatchenko, turned over to Simonson. Simonson with some speed. He's in alone against Utkin. He buries it, and there's the hat trick. So Barney Simonson gets the hat trick here on the breakaway as the hats fly here at the Alberta Dome. Unassisted on the hat trick there. So now a 2-goal lead just 26 seconds into the period. A turnover there, and Simonson turned over there to Lackinen. Now Durant with it. Durant turned back to Petrovic. Now Vladimirescu shot knocked down by Utkin. And a penalty coming up here on Detroit. Oviskatchenko going to be guilty of an interference call. Langenberg against Markov. Less than a minute in here to the third period. Carolina with the puck for Detroit. Brock to Markov. Turn over there, McCoy over to Poisaris. Poisaris turns it over there. Ignatov now with it, up to Markov. He turns it over. McCoy with a chance. Denied there by Utkin. And he'll hold right there. 18 and a half minutes left. Petrovic to Poisaris to Westerman, denied there by Utkin, and he'll hold right there. Face off here, Langenberg able to win it. McCoy to Petrovic, now Poisaris will walk down. Shot doesn't get through Langenberg, and then Westerman couldn't get the rebound to go. McCoy with a one-timer denied by Utkin. And Langenberg going to be guilty of a slash there. Now 4-on-4 play here for another minute 7. Sorensen able to win it back. Olsen to Simonson. Glove there by Utkin, and he will hold right there. Simonson with another shot on net, looking for his 4th goal of the game, as he has 3 of the 4 for Edmonton here tonight. Sorensen now against Helm. Tied up there, and Simonson able to get away with it. Simonson up the point to, and they score on 4-on-4. It is Ralph Sorensen. So we will continue the 4-on-4 play as now Edmonton extends their lead to a 3-goal lead here at home. Thornburg enters the zone. And now Barney Simonson to the red line. To Olsen, denied there. Jacobson into the zone. Helm with a shot. He scores. So fired right back, Dayton Helm with the goal here to make it a 2-goal game once again at 4-on-4 here. Eight seconds left here at 4-on-4, and then Detroit will have a short power play. Carolina across the line into the zone. Under a minute of power play time for Detroit. Jacobson to the corner, now cuts to the middle. Shot doesn't get through. Olsen now with it. Olsen up ice to Simonson to Sorensen. Any penalty coming up here on Detroit as Sorensen gets bodied to the boards and Thornburg. So a very clunky start to the third period here. Helm going to be guilty of a slash. Sorensen now against Lackinen. Sorensen wins it back. Petrovic will walk down. Petrovic with a shot gets knocked away. Petrovic to the point to Sorensen. Now to Olsen. Turned over there. Lackinen still 4-on-4 here for another 5 seconds. Thorberg glove there by Rye. And they will start a power play here from their own zone. The minute 29 on the power play here. Now Ralph Sorensen looks like he's down. So he gets back to the bench, holding his head there. And he will just head back to the dressing room. So it looks like they'll be without Ralph Sorensen here the rest of the way. So Zules will go to the draw against Ristolainen. Zules wins it back to Stafford Spears to Durant to McCoy. McCoy into the zone, to the middle, knocked off. And now McCoy with a chance, denied there. McCoy kicked up the boards, grabbed by Stafford Spears and turned over there to Toivonen. Carolinen to Ristolainen. Toivonen enters the zone, tried to get to the middle and Poisaris intercepts. 45 seconds left here on the power play for Edmonton. Ozules to McCoy. McCoy almost turns it over there. Now Carolinen with it. To Toivonen. Toivonen loses the puck there. Poisaris ahead to Durant to McCoy. McCoy down at the goal line, denied there. Ovaskadachenko will carry it away, get it up to Toivonen. Kusti Toivonen sticked away. And then loses the puck there, McCoy. As we are back to 5-on-5. McCoy sticked away a couple times there by Dayton Helm. Helm kicks up the boards, Lackinen. Stafford Spears with the puck. He'll flip it backhand to Ozules. Ozules turns back, gets it cross ice to Stafford Spears, gloved by Utkin. Ozules against Horn. Horn wins it back. Brock up to Markov. Markov to Horn. Cross ice and then Campbell picks it off. McCoy to the point to Campbell. Denied there by Utkin. And he'll hold right there. Durant against Horn. Durant wins it back to Stafford Spears. Petrovic. Markov with the puck. Up ice to Ward. Ward behind the net to Horn. Oh, and they tried to get the one-timer set up there to Markov, and it was denied. Petrovic to Durant. Simonson shot doesn't get through. It'll come to the near side corner. Petrovic. Simonson to Durant. Over to Simonson. Let him rescue. Up high to Stafford Spears. Now to Durant. Durant behind the net to Vladimir Rescue. Looking to set up Simonson. Unable to get a shot away. Puck sent around. It'll rim around to Vladimir Rescue. Back up to the point to Simonson. Good passing here by Edmonton. Blocker save there by Utkin on Durant. 10.5 minutes left here. Vladimir Rescue. Vladimir Rescue to the middle. Up high to Petrovic. Petrovic trying to walk down. Puck will come free to the corner. Bassani as they go for a change here. Bassani up ice to Horn. Horn to Kaba. Now to Ward. Ward to Markov. Markov doesn't get a shot through. And now Horn with a chance. They will go behind the net. Ward will go up high to Ovaskadachenko. 2-goal game here in Edmonton. Stafford Spears retreats. Gets it up ice to Bassani. Bassani to Langenberg. Langenberg just onside. Poisaris to Langenberg. Langenberg with a shot denied there by Utkin. Carolina to Ristolainen, hammered there in the neutral zone. Carolina up to Kovalenko. Kovalenko stops up, and a good shot there. Ristolainen on the doorstep for the rebound, couldn't get it to go home. Durant to Alexiev. Alexiev to Olsen. Olsen over to Janovic. Lackinen to the middle, gets it poked away by Janovic. Alexiev to Ozuls. Ozuls to the middle, can't get a shot through. One-timer there by Alexiev, and a glove save by Utkin. 6.5 left here in the third. Detroit trailing by 2 on the road here. But this Detroit offense can get going quickly. Just one goal here, and it becomes a very, very dicey end of the game here for Edmonton. Toivonen with a shot blockered away by Rye. Joel up to Campbell. Campbell retreats, goes cross ice to Olsen. Olsen turned over. Thornburg to Helm. Helm at the side of the net. Gets poke checked there by Rye. Thornburg to the front. Denied there. Remember, Dayton Helm also looking for a hat trick here tonight. He's got 2 already on the night. Olsen behind the net. Goes off the boards to Thornburg. Thornburg will retreat in his own zone. Under 5 now left here in the third. Helm to the middle of the shot. Blocker save by Rye. Good save there as Helm was free. Toivonen with the one-timer and another good stop by Daniel Rye. Puck comes down the boards to Helm. Helm behind the net. Toivonen can't jam it home. Campbell with the puck. He'll get bumped off there by Kaba. Oviskatchenko up ice to Horn. Horn to Thornburg. Oh, and the shot goes off Rye there. As Thornburg was right there on the doorstep. Couldn't get it home. Simonson up to Durant. Across to McCoy. McCoy to Simonson. Toe to Durant, and another good stop there by Utkin. Hammered there was Durant. Markov loses the puck there, and now Kaba with it. To Horn to Markov. 2 minutes now left here in the third. Detroit needing 2 more to get this back to even. Durant almost turns over the puck. Now Olsen with it. Horn into the zone as Utkin heads to the bench as they go for the extra attacker. Durant to the red line. Durant tried to carry through and he was unable to. Looked like he had a shot lane but didn't take it. Thornburg to Kovalenko, and it's denied there. Thornburg to the front. Can't get a shot through, and now Bassani will carry it. Bassani bumped off the puck there by Brock. Thornburg to Kovalenko. Kovalenko sticked away. Thornburg denied there by Rye. 24 seconds left here. Detroit trailing by 2. Not looking good down the final seconds here against Edmonton. But we've seen some crazier things happen. Empty net at the other end. Face-off won by Detroit. Oviskatchenko with a shot blocked away by Rye. It'll come to the corner. Puck will be freed up to the other side. 14 seconds left. Edmonton unable to clear. Kovalenko now with it. They'll walk down the boards. Kovalenko behind the net. Up high to Oviskatchenko with a shot. Doesn't get through. Alexiev to Kovac, and that is going to do it. So Edmonton, as the horn sounds here at home, come away with a upset victory here over the Detroit Trappers here at home. Great game by Daniel Rye. Played very well in net. Able to keep that Detroit offense at bay, only allowing 3 goals here tonight. A very good effort from him. So enjoy these few highlights here to finish off the game. We'll rejoin you for our post-game stats and information right after this. Alrighty, folks, thank you for joining us for our post-game coverage here of the Detroit Trappers. 3-5 loss here in the Alberta Dome to the Edmonton Dinos. Edmonton powered by a Barney Simonson hat trick here tonight. Take a look at the team stats in front of you. Edmonton with 39 shots to Detroit's 32. Detroit leading the way with hits 34-28. Faceoffs go in favor of Edmonton 24-19. Penalties fairly even here. We did have a fight earlier in the game as well. Detroit goes 1 of 4 on the power play, and Edmonton goes 2 of 5 on the power play with no shorthanded goals here tonight. Take a peek at some of our stats here. Again, Barney Simonson with the hat trick here tonight, and also tacks on an assist for a 4-point night for him. Vladimirescu with a goal and 2 assists for 3 points, and Sorensen comes away with a goal and an assist for 2 points. Single point getters Olsen, Durant, Janovic, and Petrovic all with an assist tonight. Poisaris, Bassani, Campbell, Biondi, McCoy, Ozuls, Alexiev, Kovac, Westerman, Langenberg, and Stafford Spears unable to come up with a point here tonight. Take a look at our shots on net. Simonson leads the way with 7 by Vladimirescu at 6, and then McCoy at 5 as well. And then quite a handful there with 3. Our hits leaders, we have Olsen with 7, Westerman at 4, and Kovac with 3 on the night. Then we take a look at the goaltending. A great performance here from Daniel Rye. 32 shots faced, comes up with 29 saves to just creep over that 900 save percentage threshold, with a 906 here tonight. Then we take a look at the Trappers on the other side. Dayton Helm leading the way with 2 goals here tonight for 2 points. And then our single point getters, we have Coy with a goal. He had the icebreaker here tonight, the first goal early on in the first period. And then Kaba, Jacobson, Ward, Toivonen, and Martelli all with assists here tonight. So Ovaskadachenko, Lakinen, Thornburg, Brock, Horn, Ristolainen, Markov, Kovalenko, Tiketovic, Ignatov, and Karolainen unable to come up with a point here tonight. Take a look at our shots leaders on the game. Thornburg comes away with 6, despite not being able to get one through. Helm with 5, and then 4 to Ward, Toivonen, and Kovalenko. And then our hits leaders here tonight, Ovaskadachenko with 8, Ilya Markov with a bit of a surprising performance there with 5, and then Kaba and Jacobson, the 2 defensemen, with 4 as well. The goaltending, Utkin, another kind of inconsistent. He looked really good for stretches and then looked a little shaky at stretches. Had 39 shots against, comes up with 34 saves for an 8.72 save percentage here tonight. Take a peek at a few of the goals from tonight. End of the first period. Oops. Yeah, I guess we could just do all periods. But that goes in reverse order. I don't know if I like that. Anyway, Francis Coy with the first one. The first marker of the evening. Martelli able to get it over to Kaba. Shot is knocked down by Rye, but Francis Coy right there on the doorstep, able to poke it through to beat Daniel Rye there. That was the first goal of the game, coming about halfway through the first period. Barney Simonson on the power play here. Good little setup to get him as he's cutting across the net into the middle, and then he just kind of keeps going and beats Utkin to that post there. Tudor Vladimirescu with a shot here on the one-timer, and Utkin unable to stretch out that arm quick enough to get the puck there. Simonson, a very similar goal on the power play here. This time it comes from behind the net, and he again just kind of carries to that post and beats Utkin there. Let's see the Dayton Helm power play goal as well. Jay Ward able to get it off the boards. Couldn't quite tell. Was it Toivonen there that gets it in the middle? It must be, yeah. Toivonen there. Down low to Ward, to Helm with a good little deflection home there. And then Simonson on the breakaway here. Basically picks up a bad pass. And Simonson in all alone. Deeks to the forehand, able to go to the backhand. Looks like it was stopped initially by Utkin, and it just kind of continues to carry through. Let's see if we can see anything here. Forehand, backhand. Oh no, he did just beat him cleanly. I just saw it bounce in the net. That's why I thought maybe there was a deflection. And then we'll show the Ralph Sorensen goal, and that will be our last one for the night. So they come across to Sorensen, and he's just sort of fading. Looks like he's almost trying to fade all the way to the dot, but he gets the puck in the middle, and I think Utkin unable to... Yeah, he's unable to just get across there, as Utkin was kind of planted there in the middle, unable to get to that post, and Sorensen is able to beat him. So that's going to do it for our Friday coverage here of PIHANA hockey. We finished the night off with the Edmonton Dinos 5-3 win over Detroit. Again, we will take the next 2 days off. There will be no games Saturday or Sunday. We will have more games coming up for you on Monday. So I am Les Talk. Thank you so much for joining us here from Edmonton. It's been a joy to be with you. Have a great rest of your Friday night. We will see you on Monday.